are you? Hey guys, it's me, Skummy Giddles, and I am not really happy with the DCU as of late, so much so that I don't even recognize what it was supposed to be anymore. Because whether or not you are talking about them using AI to design Lobo and Supergirl, or the strange continuity that this new universe has, or the fact that James Gunn can't just be quiet and let his universe speak for itself, all of the canned projects, all of the delayed projects, all of the weird projects that are getting made, and even the ones that I think should be made, like Lanterns that just came out this past week, the first episode that is, even those are done in such a strange way that I can't really appreciate the fact that we're finally getting Green Lantern in the DCU. So we're gonna go over a lot of that in this video. Let me know what you think about the DCU at this point down below in the comment section, whether or not you agree with my takes, and also maybe you should hit the subscribe button if you want to talk about movie news every single day with me. I was somebody who was really excited for James Gunn's DCU when it was first announced. The idea of a DC universe that allows the creatives to make their own creative decisions and not be shackled down by the people in the studios like Marvel was, and by the way still kind of is. It was really exciting, the idea that they get to break free from that and make the weird projects that they wanted to. And all of that sounds so great until you realize the negatives that come along with that. For all of the bad things that I have to say about the MCU, at least it's consistent, especially in that Iron Man to Endgame run. If you watched Iron Man, there's a good chance you would like Captain America Civil War, or Guardians of the Galaxy, or the Avengers, and although that might be annoying to some people, and I totally understand why that would be, guys, that's how a shared universe is supposed to work. And I think that James Gunn did a massive disservice by jumping headfirst into all of these weird, crazy ideas, rather than building up a universe for the most widely accessible audiences and then making little niche projects on the side. But when you look at the DCU at this point, you have Superman. All right, cool, family friendly, pretty good movie. Supergirl, which is a step down Guardians of the Galaxy ripoff, essentially. But then you have weird things like Creature Commandos, which is this hard R animated show. You have Peacemaker Season 2, which makes you question, should we watch Peacemaker Season 1? And if I watch Peacemaker Season 1, then is the hard R Suicide Squad part of this universe? And now we have Lanterns, which is this really gritty crime thriller. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying Lanterns at this point, like I have enjoyed most everything else by the DCU, but the thing is, none of this feels super cohesive. You know what I mean? To me, it just feels so random that I don't know what I'm gonna get when DCU is connected to a film or show, and especially when you're trying to build up universe, I think it's pretty important to have a consistent, for lack of a better term, universe. And maybe it's because this universe is so gobbledygook that James Gunn feels like he has to talk about it all the time rather than just letting it speak for itself, because it can't. And sadly, James Gunn has kind of just made this a little bit miserable to watch. You think about all of the things that have been shelved or have been canned or scrapped or whatever that they promised when they made that first God and Monsters video. It seems like they probably shouldn't have told us everything that was going to happen in this first phase of the DCU. Maybe they should have just kind of tested something, seen how it works out, and then put something else out, kind of building the universe brick by brick rather than saying, here's the building coming soon. Because that just leads to a lot of disappointment and a lot of annoyed fans and a lot of drama, which is another thing that the DCU just has to have, apparently. A whole lot of drama, whether you're talking about the fact that the Snyder Bros hated the idea of somebody else touching the sacred DC properties, all the way to them using AI to design Lobo for the Supergirl movie. It just gets really annoying to even talk about the DCU anymore. One of the most exhausting experiences I have ever had is when I talked about the Lanterns trailer and I said, hey, maybe if this is gonna be a Green Lantern show, they should show more Green Lantern stuff, and people just tore me a new one for having that opinion. It is just such a taboo subject to even mention the DCU anymore, which makes it much less fun to discuss, believe it or not. But finally, the thing that I'm the most frustrated with the DCU is something that I feel like they should have learned from the last DC universe that just crumbled underneath their feet, and that is, why are we making a Clayface movie? Why did we do Creature Commandos? Why did we do all of these little weird side quests when the main heroes haven't even been established? Why are we doing this really gritty deconstruction of Hal Jordan when Hal Jordan hasn't even been established in the first place? Superman, good. Supergirl, I can see it. But Creature Commandos and Clayface, and whatever messy way Peacemaker continues to be in this universe, it just feels like it's so wrong. Why are we doing Creature Commandos when it feels like we should probably be doing Wonder Woman or The Flash again, or any number of more iconic superheroes so that we can establish the DCU as a universe rather than some weird artistic scrapbook? I don't understand what the point is, why they did it in the previous one, why they're doing it in this universe. I don't understand, and it really is frustrating to me. Hey, what do you think about this news? Let me know down below in the comment section. Until next time, I'll see you later. I love you. Goodbye.